Hi, legends. Let's just give it a second for the feed to come through properly. I just want to see everything on the screen popping up, the comments coming through. Right, there we go. There we go. We are live. Welcome to another live stream, legends. Let's get the party on the road. Okay, so let me put the music softer over here. Legends, welcome, welcome. I'm just going to give it a minute or so for people to join the live stream. I know some people, they see the notification, you know, they need to go and open their phone, unlock, send the last message, finish their cup of coffee or make their cup of coffee. And I left Saturday's live stream. I did a live stream on Saturday where I left everyone a little bit hanging on this Elliott wave scenario, where people asked me, well, Dewald, if we're just going to make another leg here to the upside to go and complete that fifth wave, and we're going to start a bear market here to the downside, how on earth is the bull market going to continue? So today I'm going to take you through that scenario, right? The more bullish scenario that I see playing out, that aligns with the 4-year cycles and the 2025 outlook that I discussed on Saturday. If you have not seen Saturday's live stream, I do recommend that you go and watch it, because I basically give you my analytical opinion about what I see for Bitcoin and the altcoins during 2025. And this is where I ended off the live stream, just by showing this Elliott wave scenario where we're going to complete the fifth wave and come crashing down here into a bear market. And I didn't show you guys, well, if the bull market is going to continue to round about the end of the year, okay, which other scenario could we potentially be looking at? Okay, today I will discuss that scenario over here. So welcome to the live stream. Smash up the like on your way in. And let me say hi to the beautiful community before I dive right in here into the technical analysis. So in today's agenda, I will stick here to the weekly time frame. I will just do a quick recap of what we discussed here on Saturday, okay? And then I will show you the bullish case scenario, and then we will zoom back into the 8-hour time frame. We will go into the 4-hour time frame, into the 1-hour time frame, maybe even looking at the 15-minute time frame. So, you know, I'm just going to take a look at the oil painting from a little bit further away so we can see the entire picture. What can we expect? And then we'll zoom into those potential trading setups that we all want for now, right, to make some money. Cool, Elizabeth, welcome to the live stream. Hi, Dewald, welcome back. Hope you're doing good and refreshed after Christmas vacation. Yes, yeah, we're having a snowstorm. Wow, absolutely, that's amazing. I would love to see me some snow on Christmas one day, okay? One day I'm going to go to, where is it? Switzerland to see some snow on Christmas. I haven't seen snow on Christmas yet. It's always summer here in South Africa during Christmas time. So we lay on the beach and catch some nice tans on Christmas, while most people, or some people around the world, have a very cold, cozy Christmas. Hey, so good afternoon, brother. Welcome to the live stream. Dark Striker, nice decal. Thank you. Gulian, hey, my man, legend, welcome to the live stream. Nice Dewald, early live stream today. Yes, a little bit early today. And then the person whose name I can't pronounce. Hello, Dewald, happy to see you. Happy to see you too. And I know it's in a different style or language or something, or Hebrew or something that you've changed your name to. Right, can you music background louder? Can you music background louder? You mean, can I put the music background louder? Everyone like the background music. Okay, for some people it's very disturbing. Some people love it. So I think if there's pauses and I need to catch my breath, like now, I'll put it loud. And when we do some technical analysis, I'll just play it there in the background. Okay. Cool. Need something different than coffee. Well, I have my coffee over here. I also have my bottle of water over here with my Himalayan pink salt and apple cider vinegar. Okay, new year, new start. Been going crazy on Christmas with, you know, all the luxuries and beer and cakes and all the food. So, you know, I need to just detox a little bit, you know, get some rid of the belly fat. I just want to put the music louder and just adjust my screens over here. I'm struggling to see my screens. Just give me a minute. Right. There we go. There we go. Sorry, legends. I just needed to adjust my screen and put it a little bit brighter so I can see everything clearly. And right. Here we are drowning in the snow, can barely get out from my house, but it's cozy and lots of shuffling. Okay, awesome. I would love to experience that one day. It was sarcastic. Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year. If you haven't seen my Saturday live stream, I did congratulate and Happy New Year, everyone. But if it's your first time here on the live stream or you haven't seen Saturday's live stream, Happy New Year. May 2025 be blessed, full of love, peace, and joy, and obviously nice profits in the bags. Okay. Cool, legends. Let's start with the technical analysis. Groovy background music. Yes, my brother made that song for me over Christmas, and he said, Dewald, you need to start your YouTube channel off this year with a fresh new 2-hour-long song. So he made that song for me. My brother is a music producer. Okay, cool. Right, legends, and also, you know, just to highlight down in the description, as always. Just to highlight, as always, let me zoom in over here. Down in the description, I've got Bluffin. They also have a competition running at the moment where you can go and register for the competition and stand a chance to win some amazing prizes. But also, the more you trade, the more money gets airdropped into your account, and all you need is an email and a password to sign up. Okay, and also one of my favorite exchanges is Weeks. They have some nice low trading fees, especially if you're opening up some swing positions. I've got two swing positions open on Weeks at the moment. I've got a couple open on Bluffin. Right, so, and also where you get the lowest trading fees only by using the link down in the description. So it's your way to support the channel, and it's also me giving you the biggest sign-up bonuses and lowest trading fees by using the links down in the description. Right, legends, let's get the party on the road. How many people have we got? Do we have some likes? Yes, we've got 24 likes. I know we can do better than that. The more likes you guys give me, the more fuel you put in the tank for me to continue the technical analysis over here. Cool, legends. So, scenario I want to go through today. I did speak about this scenario, okay, on Saturday. And I just quickly want to do a recap before I jump into the next scenario, which I will give my probability after I've discussed both scenarios. And then you can tell me in the comments which scenario do you think is going to play out. Right, legends, on Saturday, during my live stream, and I'm here on the weekly time frame, okay, we discussed the scenario that, well, from a boring bull cycle perspective, you can see that we have formed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are already in fifth wave territory. The fifth wave does not even have to go up to $128,000. Okay, but it is a nice little target and a common target nonetheless, where you then expect the fifth wave to complete. Maybe it consolidates, it gets a little bit choppy up here, and then we go back into a bear market and we basically correct this entire structure. Okay, you form a higher low and you continue, right? But that's going to be a very boring bull market. For the structure to finish right over here, and we just fall here to the downside, is going to be a very boring bull market. And then question starts rising up to say that, well, what about the altcoins? We haven't had a proper altcoin season yet. And I've spoken about the psychology factor that has not kicked in on Bitcoin yet. You know, that craziness, that stupidityness, that euphoria, that sense of I cannot lose money. I haven't seen that yet, which I have seen with every other cycle top so far. Okay, do you guys, if you've been around with these little two cycle tops during 2021, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When Bitcoin was here, there was stupidity from a psychological perspective. People were brave. People thought they will never be able to lose their money that they've made in crypto, and altcoins were just going absolutely crazy. NFTs, pixelated pictures of rocks were selling for hundreds of millions of dollars. There was just stupidity, okay? Massive euphoria, like taking ecstasy and going to a club. Like, you know, you just love everything about crypto. Nothing can go wrong. Right, I haven't seen that yet, legends, and I don't know if a one more push here to the upside is going to give us that euphoric bull market vibes that we know happens at every cycle top in the past. I did see a lot of blood in the street, okay? When we were here in the bear market, right? People were depressed. People thought that Bitcoin is going down to $10,000. Sell everything. Altcoins are dead. Like, you know, I saw what I needed to see here to know that we are nearing a bottom here to the downside. But I don't think the top is in just as yet. Even at $128,000, I don't think the top is in just as yet. And this assumption is based on data, not because I feel like it, okay? Not because I want it to be like that. It's purely based on data. And in Saturday's live stream, I have taken everyone through the data as to why I think the top is not in yet. Okay, so the scenario that I want to take you through today is, well, if it's not going to be a simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we end it over here, $128,000, $130,000. We find the top and we go into a bear market. Well, then what else can happen? Okay, that's the question. Dewald hates so much the pixelated NFP pictures. I hate them, right? Those punks and the gorilla pictures, and I think that the thing that I really like just grappled to understand, okay, really struggled to understand, is how pictures of pixelated rocks got sold for millions and millions of dollars. Like, when I saw that, I was just like, okay, the craziness is here. I think, you know, bull market needs to come to an end right now, because I don't know how you buy a pixelated picture of a rock for millions and millions of dollars. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Right, but I haven't seen that yet. That stupidity in the market where the euphoria is so high that nothing can go wrong and people do stupid things and sell things for crazy amounts of money that doesn't mean anything, that doesn't even carry any value. I haven't seen that yet. So the next scenario that I would like to share with everyone is perhaps this scenario over here. Okay, so this scenario is very interesting and it's becoming more relevant, okay, because from a timing perspective that I explained in Saturday's live stream. Okay, so just quickly to highlight and to summarize over here, I'm not going to go into the detail that I went through on Saturday. But let's just bring it up over here, stick on the weekly time frame, make sure I'm on log scale. Yes, let's go. Right. Based on data, if you look at the previous cycles that we were in, okay, it would be very strange. Let me just zoom into this little box over here. It would be very strange for the bull market to come to an end over here, right? To go and make one more high there to the upside, and then we go into a bear market. It would be very strange, and it would be the first time in history that this has happened. So it's not impossible, it's just there's a higher probability for the bull market to continue. So looking at data, okay, there's a higher probability for the bull market to continue even if it goes sideways up until Q4 of this year, round about the end of October, before we go into a bear market. So if I take the timing into consideration, okay, the scenario that I've shared over here, this one over here, kind of does not make sense, because that will bring us to, and even if you extend it, let's say we chop, maybe we go down, we grab the lows again, then we go make the high over there. It brings you to round about April, okay, maybe April, March, round about there, where the top is in and we go into a bear market. So from a timing perspective, it doesn't really make sense, but what does make more sense is this scenario over here, that more or less brings us in alignment with where this potential bull market is going to end. So if I look at Q4 of 2025 over here, this scenario also aligns with that deadline. So it becomes more interesting to look at the scenario. Okay. And in this scenario, we're basically looking at a double 1-2 combo. Okay, where you basically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in yellow. Okay, can you see in yellow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is not complete. And then looking at this 1-2 over here, 1, 2, we are still busy with 3. 3 is not in, where we come back down for 4, make people believe that we're going into the bear market, which is not going to happen, and then we go back up for 5 to complete the 3 in this count over here. You go back for another 4, and you go back for a final 5th wave to the upside that could potentially take you to $220,000. So this is a more bullish case scenario that I have on the cards. I don't often speak about this scenario because the first scenario has not been invalidated. And it's always better to be conservative than trying to be over optimistic. So even the targets that I've put in here, the targets for the 3rd wave, the 3rd wave, the 5th wave, all these targets I have put in conservative targets, because we all know that third waves can extend very, very far. This little wavy over here, it can do that. It can literally just pump and like crazy to the upside, and then I'll just move the entire structure, all of this here to the left. I will just move all of it to the upside. So we don't know where this 3rd wave is going to end, but I've just put a conservative target over there. Right, let me just undo that to get it to where it was. Okay, so in this scenario, just a little bit of education over here, because I know you guys like education, is everyone knows Elliott wave theory as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C, and you continue. Okay, 5 wave structures to the upside, 3 wave structure correction, you potentially make a higher low, and you continue with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's a basic Elliott wave scenario, or a basic Elliott wave bullish scenario. Then you get 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, it ends like it starts. You can see, okay, because this is basically a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm trying to explain it as best as I possibly can, just to explain to everyone, well, Dewald, when you talk about a double 1-2 combo or a triple 1-2 combo, what on earth do you mean? Okay, so in simplicity, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all a double 1-2 combo and a triple 1-2 combo basically means is that you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. It ends like it starts. That's the easiest way that I can explain it. Okay. So let's just take the scribble out, go back here onto the chart. Right, so now each wave has 5 waves inside of it. So if I'm counting this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, it's actually very simple, because in this wave you need to have 5. Each wave has to have 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm still expecting another high over there. 3-wave corrective structure. 3-wave corrective structure, 3-wave corrective structure. Then you expect another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3-wave corrective structure. You guys get the picture, okay? And inside of this wave, you now expect a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is why it's called a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Easy, right? Easy. Don't you agree? Very easy. Right, so legends, this is the most bullish case scenario where I'm basically expecting a double 1-2 combo, where we have formed a 1, 2, 1, 2, and we are now busy with a 3rd wave here to the upside. Typically, in a 3rd wave to the upside, you want to see volume increasing, okay? If I look at the volume over here, this little volume candle over here, I would like to see another push here to the upside. Preferably in this 3rd wave, you want to see volume increasing, and I'm not seeing volume increasing just as yet. And this is why I have not spoken about this scenario often just as yet, because volume is not supporting this structure just as yet, but it still can. Okay, so for me, from a timing perspective, this scenario then makes sense, because round about October, November is where this 5th wave is going to end. So you basically have choppiness to the upside, but the momentum is still up. Okay, you can see up, correction, up, correction, up, correction, up, correction, up, and then done, right? Once you get here, you're done. Then we go into a bear market where this entire structure corrects itself. And there are many 112 combo examples that I can use inside of this range. Even the local 8-hour time frame, we have a 112 combo here at the moment. Okay, so they are common and they do play out often. And I would not be surprised for this scenario to start gaining in probabilities because from a timing perspective, it makes sense. Okay. Right, I hope you guys are enjoying the technical analysis. If you are, smash up the like button. Okay, so from a timing perspective, based on this model that is purely driven by data and looking at the previous bull cycles and bear markets, okay, from a timing perspective, this scenario fits in very nicely. Okay, the only thing that this model is not so accurate on is where, from a price perspective, we're going to end. I have the top here at around about $200,000, you know, so from a timing perspective, I'm fairly confident based on data that we are going to reach the target, but I don't know how high we're going to go, right? We might just not even reach the top and we fall down here and we go and complete this bear market, or we overshoot this box completely, go into a super cycle, and then when we reach the timing target, we then start going into the bear market, where I will just then simply expand the box to the upside to say, well, this was a bull market that no one expected, right? So from a price target perspective, I'm not too sure where we could go, but it can get very, very punchy to the upside. And the reason I say that is that because once you are in a wave 3 over here, these wave 3s can get very punchy to the upside. So we are now in a 1-2-1-2 third wave here to the upside. So this can get punchy and go to higher levels. Okay. Typically your 1.618 levels, 2.618, 3.618, they really love the 618 levels. But then there's also this major third wave over here. So I'm not really sure from a price target perspective where we could end up, but from a timing perspective, this scenario is starting to gain in probabilities. Okay. So for the bull market to still stay intact until Q4 of this year, this is the scenario that I'm looking at the moment. Right, legends, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think the scenario is going to play out, or do you think we are going into a premature bear market, right? Where we're going to make one more high here to the upside and go into a bear market? Or are we, okay, because with both scenarios, legends, with both scenarios, I still expect the high to be claimed. With both scenarios, I still expect $108,000, $109,000 still to be claimed. So whether you're looking at this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we go into a bear market, or whether we are looking at this as a 1-1-2 combo here to the upside, I still expect the high. Well, I still see that the high is not in. I still expect one more push here to the upside, and it's also based on this local structure from an Elliott wave perspective. Right, so now let's zoom in a little bit. I can switch this off, go on to the 8-hour time frame. Your time schedule is going to play out, BTC boss. Well, we'll see how it plays out, but you know, I make my trading decisions based on timing, on data. And from a data perspective, it looks like, you know, it can be a month shorter, it can be a month later, or even 2 months later. But generally speaking, I expect the bull market to end Q4 of this year. That's where I expect the bull market to end. So it can be a month earlier, it can be a month later, but in the area of October, November, September, round about that area, maybe pushing it to until in December, I think that is where the bull market is going to end. And I'm making that conclusion based on data. So legends, I've also gone through this on Saturday, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this scenario over here. I just want to find it here quickly. is this one over here. So even now, when I zoom into the smaller time frames, because now remember, I've just analyzed the weekly time frame, I'm still expecting another high. So I now need to zoom into the smaller time frames to see that, well, on the smaller time frames, can I also still expect another high here to the upside? And yes, I still expect another high here to the upside. So here is again a double 1-2 combo, exactly like I've shown you on the weekly time frame, where you have 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4, and I still expect another high. Okay, 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. Hope that makes sense. Still expect another high. Whether the fourth wave is in here at the moment, or we still going to go down for another leg here to the downside, I still expect one more high to the upside. Hope that makes sense. And this is on the smaller time frame here, on the 1 hour time frame. We can go and now discuss the probabilities of, is the fourth wave in and we're going to start making some bullish momentum back here to the upside, or are we still going to take the low? And hence the thumbnail, Bitcoin finds itself in a pickle, because it's very important what's going to happen this week on the price of Bitcoin. Very, very important. It's going to give us the clues whether we are, the low is in over here. Where's my pen? Whether the low is in, or whether we're going to find some higher, or whether we are going to reject in the zone and go down lower, then complete the fourth wave, sweeping up all the liquidity and then go back to the upside. So as per the thumbnail, it's either going to be a great buying opportunity, and we will need to go and analyze how this will impact some of our favorite altcoins as well, because if we're going to get an aggressive dump here to the downside, okay, obviously the altcoins are going to bleed with Bitcoin here to the downside as well, depending on how Bitcoin dominance drops and maybe protects the alts. If the low is in, then your bag should already be loaded with great with risk management in place, which I have on my swing positions at the moment. So I have a couple of swing positions open, speculating on the low could potentially be in. And if the low is not in, I have a plan over here. I will most probably get stopped out of some of my swing trades, but I will re-enter when I see strength over here. Okay, so on the 8 hour time frame, looking at this scenario over here, it also supports another high to the upside. Okay, to round about that, I just want to switch on the scenario. Let me just do this. Okay, where ironically the fifth wave over here corresponds with that macro fifth wave that I've shown you, the 0.618 fifth wave target on the weekly time frame. This little fifth wavy over here also corresponds with that target. So a very interesting to see what's going to happen here on the price of Bitcoin. So now that I've looked at the 8 hour time frame, so this fifth wave can now be over there, right? I don't want to talk about this 3, 4, 5 here to the upside just as yet, because that's basically looking at the green count, which is a little bit of an uncertainty at the moment. So let's just look at the orange and the red for now. Cool. Now that we've looked at the 8 hour, now I can zoom into the smaller time frame and let's go and discuss what is happening over here. Okay. Because the question on everyone's mind, and the reason we are in a pickle here on Bitcoin, is that are we forming a bullish structure to the upside? And when we get the rejection, are we going to make a 3-wave corrective structure? You make a higher low and we continue to go and complete the 5th wave? Okay, or is this a massive trap for the bulls? Is this a massive trap where it looks like you're changing market structure, you form a higher high compared to this high, everyone expects a higher low, and then it sweeps the lows, it does that, and then it comes back up? Okay, now this is the question, are we going to take the low again, or are we forming a bullish structure here to the upside? That is the pickle that we find ourselves in. And at the moment, both scenarios has for me, a 50-50% of chance of playing out. But I do know what I need to look out for in order to increase or decrease the probabilities of the scenarios. Okay, so now, in saying all of this, let's go on to the 4-hour time frame. Switch this back off, and we go and look at this little structure over here. Right, and before I do that, I need some water or coffee and read through some of the comments, say hi to the beautiful community, because it's you guys that support me, that makes this all happen. Smash the like, folks, for the update and excellent education. Thanks, Elizabeth. Mr. Crypto Big Brains, thanks for joining. Appreciate your support. Smash the like, legends. Great to be back, Dewald. Let's go. Yes, it's absolutely amazing to be back. MA Master was 102, 400, some resistance or some FIP zone. 102, 400, some resistance or FIP zone. I will go and have a look at that. We will discuss all the resistance areas to the upside in a moment, and this is what I'm getting to right now. Here on the 4-hour, 1-hour time frame, this is what I'm getting to right now. US markets open, so we can expect some volatility. It looks like ETFs are buying now. Nice. Okay, cool, legends. Now, let me point out one thing here quickly. When you take a fixed range profile of this entire range that we've been in, you know, just chopping here up and down, and I wait for that to load up. Okay. Something very interesting about this fixed range profile of this entire range that we've been in since 12 November. Okay, since we made the high over here, we started chopping. So I'm just looking at this range over here, and what level is very interesting to me is this value area high here at the top. Very, very, very interesting level for me over there, right? That level is round about, let's call it $101,000. Let's just call it a round number, round about $101,000. This area looks very interesting to me. And also the reason it looks interesting is because when you go and look at the heat map, okay, let me just take my head here out the way. You can see round about the $101,000 area, we have this nice little liquidity over here, okay? And usually when price dips into liquidity, you get a reaction. So now I have liquidity sitting in this zone. And when I look at Bitcoin, it also aligns with the value area high. Very interesting. So let me just put my face back on here. And this is where I start to build areas of confidence, is to say that, well, one of two scenarios is going to play out over here. Okay. First scenario is, let's switch on my today analysis where I do some Fibonacci pulls. Okay. So first scenario is, this is a B, and this is a C wave to the upside. So basically you have an A, B, C to the downside, and inside the B wave you have an A, B, C, three-wave structure, A, B, C, inside of your B wave over here. So this has to be a C wave. So let's first discuss the bearish case scenario. From a bearish case scenario, we are now speculating that the low is not in. This is an A wave to the downside. We are forming a B wave over here where we could reject in the zone over here. Remember the liquidity that I highlighted here by the value area high. We have the 1.236, very common C wave target. And a little bit further up, I don't know if we're going to hit this level over here, but that could actually be very bullish, which could potentially invalidate the bearish case scenario. So it's basically the scenario over here, okay, where you have an A, B, C. You complete the bigger B wave and you go down for C, where you grab the liquidity below all of these lows, right? And maybe you get acceptance back above the value area low, which will be a great longing opportunity with your stop loss below the low. No financial advice, please trade with good risk management. So focusing on the bearish case scenario, hence I said on the thumbnail, Bitcoin is in a pickle. This structure here to the upside can be counted as a bullish structure. The conundrum is C waves are 5-wave structures, and they often do look bullish. So we don't know if this is a C wave to the upside or whether this is a wave 1 to the upside. You form 2, 3, 4, 5, and we go and complete, you know, we go back into price discovery. We take the highs and we go maybe to $128,000. So, but for now, I just want to focus on the bearish case scenario, and then we can look at the bullish case scenario. So from a bearish case scenario, we expect the C wave to come to an end soon. And I have this little scenario over here. I just want to... Okay, I have this scenario over here where we could be forming a contracting diagonal in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The price gets the price, okay, pumps through the value area high and it gets acceptance back below. That will be a sign of weakness. Okay, especially if you break back inside that trend over there as well. Can you guys see that? You fail to hold the value area high. Price pumps through, it maybe even leaves a wick behind, it loses this trend over here as well. And now the question is, if this is a C wave that's going to finish here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now for this C wave to complete, what you want to see is 5 wave structures to the downside, okay? Impulsive waves to the downside. So what I will be paying attention to here on the 1 hour 15-minute time frame is when I look at the structure, is if Bitcoin continues here to the upside and it starts finding weakness, it gets acceptance back below the value area high, the 1.236, like I've shown you guys, but this is where I built some areas of confluence. So you have a 1.236 level that I've already marked out over here, 1.236. You have the value area high. Okay, maybe the 5th wave is continuing here to the upside. It comes back down. It gets acceptance back below these levels. Okay, now the question is going to be, you want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to see a 5 wave move to the downside. So you could be a very conservative trader and say, I'm going to wait for the breakdown first. I want to see how price is going to break down first. I want to see, okay, price pumping, and I want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you've seen the 5 wave structure, you then wait for the 3 wave corrective move back to the upside. 1, 2, 3. That is where you short. You're basically losing the area, okay, the scene of the crime. You're failing to break above. You fall down in a 5 wave structure. You come back for a retest in a 3 wave structure. You do not claim the high. Okay, ideally what you want to see is when you take a Fibonacci from this potential high to the low, your 786 needs to be your maximum target to the upside. 786 needs to be the maximum target. Okay, but I mean, we're just speculating because these numbers aren't in just as yet. So that will be the safest way to trade it, is you wait for the weakness. You wait for the 5 wave structure to the downside. You wait for the 3 wave corrective structure to the upside. That is where I will be looking for a short if I see this price action. Okay. Especially if there's bearish CVD building up between those 2 pivots as well. And remember, legends, Bitcoin obviously can be traded with the links down in the description. I've got Bluffin where money gets airdropped into your account the more you trade. All you need is an email and a password to sign up, and weeks for one of the exchanges with some of the lowest trading fees only by using the link down in the description. Okay, so let's get back here onto the price of Bitcoin. So this is the safest way to short the momentum here to the downside, because I can almost guarantee you this is not going to be an easy short over here, because I can also count a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So it can get choppy. You could have those double tops and even triple tops here to the upside. So trying to catch the short over here is not going to be easy if you're not an experienced trader and you apply good risk management, because price could do this and then fall down. And every time you enter, it stops you out, it stops you out, it stops you out. Okay, so once you see the 5 wave structure to the downside, you wait for the 3 wave corrective structure. Maybe there's some nice bearish CVD. That is where you short, because this wave to the downside is now forming a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you want to see the 5 wave structure in 1, 2. So you have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in 1 and a 3 wave structure in 2. So this thing becomes 1, that becomes 2. This is where you look for the short, because this is the aggressive move to the downside. The 3rd waves are usually the best, or always the best waves to trade in Elliott wave theory. Okay. And this could be an epic short if this scenario plays out where we find weakness in this zone, okay? And we fall down here and you have a short, nice little short entry over here. That is a short entry that I will definitely keep to at least come and claim this low at $91,000. That could be an epic short here to the downside. Right, but there's not enough data for me to make that shorting trading decision. I'm not just going to jump into a short here. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. It needs to give me the wave. I need to see the price action. I need to be able to count impulses to the downside before I can make that trading decision. So that is the bearish case scenario. The bullish case scenario is the low is in. Okay, we have completed the bigger fourth wave over here. Looking at the entire structure, the low is in. And this is forming impulses back to the upside. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It comes down in a 3 waves. This is the difference. It comes down in a 3-wave corrective structure. And as price is falling down here in a 3-wave corrective structure, there is insane bullish CVD building up against those two pivots. If this correction is going to be a 3-wave corrective structure, then you increase the probabilities that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are most likely going to claim the all-time high once again. So it is all dependent on how we correct over here. This is either going to be insanely bullish or this is going to be insanely bearish here to the downside. This is the pickle. And I'm trying to show you guys how you could potentially trade this pickle over here by looking at what's going to happen in this zone over here. Hope that makes sense. Smash up the like for the education. Hope you guys enjoy the live stream and the technical analysis that I provide over here. Okay, looks like the alts starts flying. Hi all, yes, could definitely be. I mean, dominance is what is dominance doing? Dominance is just, it looks like it's finding support and some upwards momentum here at the moment. But boy, oh boy, when dominance starts dropping like it did over here, we saw some fireworks from some of the altcoins, okay? It would be nice to fall down. It would be nice to claim that low. Oh, beautiful if we can claim this low over here on dominance. Right, so now the question is also, okay, we can now look at these scenarios and say that, well, if the bearish case is going to play out, what's going to happen to our poor little altcoins and the swing trades that we've been working so hard to get into? And from a bullish case perspective, right, you just want to hold on and hold my beer, I'll show you a trick, because it's going to get very punchy here to the upside. Altcoins are going to go absolutely insane if this is going to be a bullish structure. 3-wave corrective structure. Low is in and we continue here to the upside. This is why, legends, this is why I have swing positions open. I cannot wait for this to happen because it might not happen. And if it does happen, okay, this could be a great buying opportunity. Okay. Dewald, if BTC crashes, will AR be back at $13? I mean, you know, this is now what I need to go and look at, is that in this bearish case scenario, will my swing trades be safe? Or will I be stopped out? And I can tell you, I will not move my stop loss. That's not how I trade. Okay, because there's always that possibility, that potential of what if the high is in? What if the high is in and this thing just doesn't stop dumping? It just continues to the downside to $70,000 to $68,000, right? I'd rather be stopped out of a trade, especially if I'm in a swing trade on some of the altcoins, than having that mentality that it's guaranteed that we are going to stop here and go up for another high. Although I'm saying that the probabilities are higher to go and claim the high again, okay, before we have a much deeper correction to the downside, we just have to, you know, as traders, we just never know, because this could also be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we just go down to $61,000, right? And I have explained some of those scenarios during my previous live streams where the high could potentially be in, and we are just going to form a 1, 2, 3, and I just need to zoom out to take the price down further. Okay, but that scenario for now carries lower probability. So I just need to focus on what's happening and cooking right now. So we now have some areas of confluence, and you can see we currently, we just tapped the top of the trend over there, getting some acceptance back below the value area low, but I'm telling you guys now, if you are a sniper and you have good risk management and you can be absolutely sniper about your entries and exercise good risk management, this is not where I will attempt a short. Even if price falls down, I will not attempt a short over here. I want to see some choppiness. I want to see a little bit of a range, and more specifically, I think I'm going to take a more cautious route over here from a shorting perspective. I want to see how price is going to fall to the downside. Does it fall in a 3-wave structure, or does it fall in a 5-wave structure? Because this is where I will then short. Okay, if we fall down in a 3-wave structure, then my spot bags are already loaded, my swing positions are already loaded on some of the altcoins, and I'm going to just benefit from the momentum here to the upside. Cool. So, legends, that is the conundrum, right? This is now the conundrum that we sit in. This could also be a 1-1-1-2. Just looking at the structure, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, because the most amount of volume is usually in your 3rd wave. So this could be a 3rd wave here to the upside, where you're now going to form 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, okay, where you could have those triple tops to the upside. So that's what I'm saying. It's not going to be easy to short over here. This could either be 1, 2, 1, 2, or it could be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Maybe even going to tap the 1.618 at $103,000, where you form the triple top and you roll back down. And guess where we have another triple top, where we rolled back down. Let me take the scribble out. I can delete this fixed range profile over here. Okay, triple top. Do you guys see the triple top on the larger time frame? 1, 2, 3, bam, you fall to the downside. So I would not be surprised if we also have a triple top here to the upside, where you have that and you fall to the downside. 1, 2, 3, or even 1, 2, and you could fall to the downside. But I am more interested in how it's going to correct. I'm going to be very patient over here. I'm not just going to short right where we are right now. It's not what I do. And especially, I'm not going to just long where we are right now. I am waiting for the retracement. I want to see all the clues and the information about longing or whether we need to short is going to be in the structure. All the clues we need is going to be in the structure. It might not be easy, or it might be an easy 3-wave structure. I don't know. But the clues are going to be in here. And I'm waiting for the retracement before I take a trade. So I'm going to be patient. Okay. I'm not going to be here telling you on the live stream that, okay, 5th wave is in, short people, let's go all in 100x. We're just going to fall down from here. I can't do that. I need to tell you guys that I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait for the retracement, because the retracement is going to tell us whether it's a bullish retracement or whether it's a bearish retracement. Okay, so for now, for me, no trade on Bitcoin. I am not in a trade at the moment. I don't consider my spot bags a trade, but I'm in no trade on Bitcoin at the moment. Okay, right, legends, that's basically the scenarios that I do see over here. I can just take this fib out the way because I do have the levels marked out, but you can see how beautifully these levels get respected. Can you see the 1.236? Look at the reaction we're getting there at the moment. These levels, from a Fibonacci perspective, gets respected so well. Okay, absolutely beautiful. And remember, come and trade with me. Use Bluffin. Weeks. Okay, if you are in a country where leverage is a problem, Weeks and Bluffin could be a nice little alternative solution for you to sign up and do some leverage trading with good risk management. Okay, it's also where you qualify for the biggest sign-up bonuses and the lowest trading fees, only by using the links down in the description. Right, cool. So legends, these are basically the scenarios that I'm watching here on the price of Bitcoin. We've gone through the weekly, we've gone through the daily, the 8 hour, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and basically in a nutshell, I am waiting for the retracement. That's what I'm waiting for. I want to see how we are going to retrace. Dewald, can you please check AR and fetch? Thank you. Yes, I will go and look at some altcoins in a moment. The education here is insane. Legend, smash the like button for the analysis. Yes, you're quite right, Mr. Crypto Big Brains. And if you guys would like to know more and get a little bit more of myself and Andy, first link down in the description to come and join our Legends trading community. Okay, we have a free section and we also have the paid for section, which is on promotion when you sign a 12-month sign up, and you also get 7-day free trial to come and see the value that myself and Andy and the team provide inside of our Legends Discord community. Cool. You also get access to the masterclass. You learn how swing failure patterns work. You learn volume trading, harmonics trading, what is a candle, how to use exchanges. There's lots of information inside of the masterclass that Andy has put together. Cool. So now, legends, next coin I want to discuss, the next coin I would like to discuss is the queen of the alts. The queen of the alts is what I would like to discuss next, and then we can look at AR. Okay, I am still in an AR trade. I will come and look at AR in a moment. So for those of you that's asked for AR, I will go have a look at it in a moment. First one I want to discuss over here, it's also where I discussed this scenario with our Legends Pro community early this morning as well, is that from a timing perspective, okay, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time over here. I'm on ETH daily time frame on the logarithmic scale. Let me just do this so you guys can see. Log, okay, I'm on the log scale. Right? This is why sometimes people say, but Dewald, your charts looks different than mine. Why does my chart not look like yours? I'm on the log scale. When I analyze the larger time frames, especially on the daily and the weekly, I like to use the logarithmic scale. It just puts things into better perspective for me. Okay, so, right, legends, what I am looking at over here, and for me, this is my primary count at the moment. There is a bearish count as well, which is still bullish. The only difference between my bullish count over here and my bearish count is the bearish count goes down one more time before it goes up. Okay, the bullish count is the low is in at $3,000. And we need to start seriously moving here to the upside. ETH needs to wake up and it needs to start moving to the upside, because for this scenario, this is the problem that I see. For this scenario to play out, ETH is running out of time. Okay, because this fifth wave potentially goes into Feb next year already, and from a cycle perspective, can like to be running out of time. If the cycle is going to end in Q4 of this year, based on data, ETH is running out of time. It needs to start rock and rolling here to the upside. It needs to start finding strength, and it needs to go and complete this third wave here to the upside. So in saying that, on the smaller time frames, if I go here onto the 8-hour time frame, and I look at this little structure over here, I really need ETH, or I need this low to be in. And I'm not saying it because I want it to be in. I'm saying it because ETH is running out of time to complete the scenario and this bullish push to the upside, that altcoin season, the face melting price action that everyone is waiting for on Ethereum. It needs to start waking up and it needs to start moving up because it's running out of time. Right, so in this scenario, what I'm still expecting here to the upside is to say that, well, this could potentially be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete wave 1. We then come back for a 3-wave structure to complete 2. Then we go up for a third wave. Inside of the third wave, you make another 4, a 5, and you complete the third wave. So I do have a conservative target of around about a $10,000 Ethereum. But I need this low to be in. If ETH is going to come back down and claim this low again, you guys can see the problem over here. Okay, the longer ETH consolidates inside of this triangle, okay, the less likely the bullish case scenario becomes, because ETH is running out of time. And if Bitcoin is going to start falling down in Q4, right, the scenario doesn't make sense anymore. So in this scenario, which is now at the moment my primary count, okay, going back here to the daily time frame, what I would like to see for ETH is to start finding strength, break this trend. It needs to break this trend properly, not just have those little fake outs. It needs to break it properly. This second wave needs to find support on top of the trend, and it needs to shoot here to the upside. And again, my third wave is very conservative. This third wave can get very punchy to the upside. I've just placed it here as a conservative target. So in summary, I am still bullish on ETH. If the bull market, if you believe that the bull market is still intact and we are still going to have that crazy alt season that everyone is waiting for, this is where, if you do not, no financial advice, obviously guys, no financial advice, but if you do not have an ETH bag and you are waiting for this, you might not get it. Okay, this could have been the low for now at $3,000, and it's now starting to build impulses back to the upside. Right, so for me, this zone, I can only share with you guys what I would do if I was in, because I do have ETH at lower prices from a spot perspective, but this is potentially still a great accumulation zone for ETH speculating on alt season that has not started just as yet. Right, so that's quickly what I just wanted to discuss here on the price of Ethereum. And then what else? AR. We can go and have a look at AR. I do get a lot of requests and questions about AR because I am very bullish on AR. I do have a very large spot bag on AR. So, and it's not because I'm emotionally attached to it or I'm married to the coin. In no way or form am I married to AR. I just love the technicals that I see in front of me. And the technicals tells me that at some point, this little puppy over here, you can see I'm in a swing trade as well. On Bybit, I'm in a swing trade. 2x, okay, 2x. Low leverage positions. I'm not going in with my entire portfolio at 10x or even 5x leverage. Low leverage positions. And there's my entry price, and we are potentially now in the load up zone. So what I see here on the price of AR, and I know it looks a bit messy. Let me just clean it up over here. Okay, let me take that out the way. Make sure that I'm on regular. Okay, this is the reason I really like AR. Not because it's AR. Yes, because it has great fundamentals as well. That counts in its favor. But I like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like the bullish structure to the upside. And I especially like the corrective structure to the downside, where we formed a higher low, okay, and now we have changed market structure more locally again. We've now formed a higher high. Okay, so this could potentially be the low for AR. Right. So where you now want to see is you now want to see a 1, 2, 3 to the upside. Can you guys see why I have a swing position on AR? I'm speculating on this move. Okay, this is why I'm so bullish on AR, and it's purely based on technical analysis. But I have a very clear invalidation. I know where my invalidation is. If my invalidation gets hit, I will take the loss, and depending on the price action and my analysis, I might re-enter or build a different position, whatever the case might be. But from a spot perspective, I don't have a stop loss. I don't care. I will just add more to the dips, right? Because that's long term. From a swing position, I have a clear invalidation. So now one has to consider, well, what if Bitcoin makes this nasty little, okay, correction here to the downside? What if Bitcoin does this? It creates that C wave here to the downside. Okay, how is this going to impact AR, for example? So let's go back here onto the 8-hour time frame. And remember, guys, AR can be traded on weeks, bluffing, links down in the description where you qualify for the biggest sign-up bonuses. I especially like weeks for longer term trades, because here on AR, for example, this trade can take weeks and months to play out. And when you have a swing position open for that long, right, the fees does accumulate. The funding rates and those type of things, it does accumulate. So it is nice to trade on an exchange that has lower fees. And this is why I like weeks, specifically if you're keeping or planning to keep on open swing trades for very long. So I have my swing trades open in Bluffin and in weeks, and then on Bybit as well. Right, but I'm primarily trading here on Bluffin and weeks at the moment. So, legends, now I need to look at this structure, okay? If Bitcoin is going to make this dump here to the downside, okay, I can only speculate, because there's also that possibility that it's not going to make the dump to the downside. It's going to do this. But then there's also, okay, this is where things become very complicated. Do you guys remember this? This little dump? Nothing happened to the altcoins. They dropped like by 1.2%, by 3% maximum, some of them even 5%. When Bitcoin took this dump to the downside, nothing happened to the altcoins, because dominance plummeted to the downside as well, protecting the altcoins. So there is also still, and this was a C wave, by the way, this was a C wave. This is also going to be a C wave if we get the dump to the downside. So there is still that potential or possibility that even if Bitcoin dumps here to the downside, dominance can collapse as well. Money flows into the alt ecosystem and it protects them. So yes, they will bleed, but they might not even take the lows. I might not get stopped out. Okay. So this is why I have started building up my swing positions, because I don't know what's going to happen. The structure looks bullish. I'm applying my trading strategy. I know where my invalidation is. I know where to take profits. I enter the trade. It's as simple as that for me. Okay. So, I mean, we can also speculate on, well, Dewald, what if? Okay. What if Bitcoin takes that dump and AR does this? Then I will be stopped out. It's as simple as that. But guess what? If I see this, I will re-enter with my stop below the low, because that could be an SFP from the lows. SFP from the lows, you stop out everyone that's extremely bullish like myself, okay? You get acceptance back above. Guess what? I will re-enter. And this is why I don't enter with all of my capital at high X leverage positions. Always have dry powder on the side, not risking more than what I can afford to lose. But there's also a high chance that this structure, okay, is bullish and we are just going to continue. Hence, I have said this is my load up zone. This is where I'm loading up. I know where to put my stop loss. Okay, the 3 W's. Why are you entering? Where is your invalidation? Where do you plan to take profits? Okay, this could, my friends, this could be an epic trade to the upside. You're going to have to be patient and sit on your hands, exercise good risk management, because although I have my TP set here at the high, I do acknowledge the fact, and I need to zoom out for this one. Okay, let's paint this out properly. I do acknowledge the fact that it could do this, and this is why I have a swing trade open on AR. And let me switch that on so everyone can see what I mean over here. Make it my primary count. Okay, this is what could happen for AR. It could go and claim $100. Because if this is the finished formation of a 1 and we have gone down in a 2, and now we are starting impulses back to the upside, we are now potentially in a third wave. This is the wave you want to be in. Okay, a lot of people, when they send me altcoin requests here on the live stream, they are sending me altcoin requests where this low has taken the low over here. It's taken the low, which means it needs to build the structure again first before you can get your third wave. The third waves are the most bullish and they are the best waves to trade, because they don't have to stop at the 1 to 1.618. They can go to the 2.618. This little puppy over here can do this. Third waves are the wave that you want to be in. Okay, and some of the altcoin requests that I often get on my live streams is people, they want to trade this. They want to trade that. After you have a structure like this, I mean, this is a much better trade for me. Okay, so I've explained the reason why I'm so bullish on AR. and why I have a swing trade open and also quite large spot bag. Okay, I've also explained that I have risk management in place and where I will take the knock and what I would like to see to re-enter if I do get stopped out. Okay, on the logarithmic scale, things actually look very interesting. Let me just do this. Okay, so from a logarithmic perspective, if I zoom into this structure over here, let's go into the 4 hour. To just look at this, I'm just looking at this structure over here, taking a fib from the low to the high. Okay, the structure still looks bullish. This little low that we made over here at 14.41, okay, I really want that low to be protected, because if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however you want to count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in maybe like a diagonal scenario over here, but basically impulses back to the upside. This does look corrective, okay, and now it's consolidating sideways, showing me a sign of strength. It is already broken out of the flaggy over here. It's already broken out. Okay, this is why I already bought. I'm not buying over here, and it could be building up strength here to the upside, and it has held the 0.786 and it has not tapped the 0.88. So for now, this structure looks bullish. And I hope you guys are learning by me analyzing the charts over here. I hope you are learning how to do this yourself as well. What do I look for? Okay, where do I draw my fibs from? It's not just about telling you what trades I have taken and then you go and jump into the same trades. I want you to learn so that if you do not follow me, you know exactly what to do in front of the charts. Right, so that is AR in a nutshell. Okay, there's also that high chance that what if AR keeps on moving up here, it moves up here, Bitcoin, okay, let me just take Bitcoin does this, and all AR does is it corrects this structure in a three-way structure. It does that. Still creates a higher low and it blasts off to the upside. Okay, wouldn't be surprised, right? Happy New Year, everyone. SGS, welcome to the live stream. Appreciate you being here. Mr. Legend in the house. Okay, ICP has same structure. Think it will make the move as AR. Yes, ICP. And the reason I've spent so much time here on AR is because there are many other altcoins, okay? There's a couple of other altcoins, let me not use the word many, that are showing me the exact same structure. So I've spent a lot of time here on AR, not just because I'm in the swing trade, but because when I take you through other altcoins, I don't have to go and re-explain myself. So if I now look at some of the other ones, people are saying Flux, people are saying ICP. Okay, let's go and look at Flux and ICP. I'm sure Andy has spoken about Flux. He's very bullish on Flux at the moment as well. So am I. I do have a swing position open on Flux. Okay, where's Mr. Flux? Sorry guys, I just need to find my bearings over here. I had it. There we go. There we go. Right. So on the daily time frame, what do I see? Oh my gosh, this looks like AR. It looks like AR copy and paste. Can you guys see? Okay, let me do this. 1, 2, I don't know if this is 3, 4, 5, or whether you want to count this as a 3, 4, but I see a bullish structure here to the upside. I see a beautiful corrective structure to the downside. Whether it's a WXY, I'm not gonna, maybe this is a ABC to the downside. Okay, you have your corrective structure, but most importantly, what I like is this. Okay, I can take that out the way for now. Most importantly, let me take the accumulation box where you should have bought, right? Look at this. Higher low at the 786 maximum target 1, 2. You are now expecting the third wave here to the upside. Myself and Andy, I think we're going to come back to these live streams because I know once the altcoins are over here and they've taken the highs on AR and on Flux and Ethereum, once the altcoins are here, there's going to be most probably triple the amount of people here on the live stream asking me, can I buy Flux? Can I buy AR? Right? You are still in the zone. You are still in the zone. And remember, Flux can also be traded on Bluffin and Weeks, links down in the description. So very, very similar structure. Let me just compare the two. Okay, I just want to show you guys. Let's go into the daily. Right, there we go. Let me put it back to regular. Okay, can you guys like to see what I see over here? Okay. I mean, just to give you guys an idea, I know I have my TP here on AR at the highs, but I mean, this could be epic. I mean, what can I say, right? This could be epic. And this is what this is what I'm anticipating. When I look at AR, look at the structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, and we are potentially going into a third wave. Look at Flux. 1, 2, and we are now potentially going into a third wave. Right? And how you work out the target, let me just take this out, is you take your FIB extension, trend-based FIB, from the lows to the high to the low, and usually your 1.618 is regarded as a common and also a minimum third wave target. So if this is going to form that 5 waves here to the upside, that is where you expect your third wave to end. But as I always say during my live streams, we don't know how high this third wave is going to go. Okay, all we do know is that third waves love the 618 zones, because 𝗬𝗬𝘆 has done the same thing. Okay, 𝗬𝗬𝘆 is already past the 5.618. 𝗬𝗬𝘆's third wave literally did this. XRP's third wave did this. Okay, that's just the minimum target. But it's definitely a target where I'm going to take profits, because it might not do this or this or this or this, but it might. I am definitely taking profits on Flux and on AR at the 1.618, but I will leave a moonbag open. Okay. So that's basically Flux. That's AR. Very similar structures. Very, very, very similar structures. The other ones that someone highlighted was ICP as well. Exactly the same. Internet computer. Okay, I mean, it actually looks more bullish. Well, let's see. Okay, this is the structures that I really like. I like the impulse. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I like the impulse, I like the correction, and it's already broken out from the bullish pennant. There's maybe your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, but it looks like it's ready to go inside of its third wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, ICP similar, AR similar, Flux similar. Okay, they all have similar structures. Right. Gullion, Wild is booming. WLDUSDT, is it this one? Let's see. Up 10%. Yes, nice little move here from Wild, WLD, right? One could argue that this is a bullish structure to the upside because you did not take the low, right? You did not take the low. So this could be a 1, 2, and it's now building up the third wave here to the upside. Could be. This is the zone, because I have analyzed this before. This was the zone where I told everyone, this is where you buy. Okay, this is where you buy. And it's now at the top of the box once again. Okay, this is accumulation. It's found selling pressure is exhausted. Right, this could be epic. This could be epic. Right, obviously with good risk management. I just want to check something. Can Wild WLD be traded on Bluffin? Yes, Wild can be traded on Bluffin. So go knock yourselves out if you'd like to trade this with good risk management. Okay. If you do attempt swing positions, okay, a swing position is a position that you open expecting that you can be underwater for weeks, okay, maybe a couple of weeks, with low leverage, so that you don't liquidate yourself. Because like I discussed yesterday, if you look at Flux, ICP, AR, WLD over here, they all have similar structures. And what I like to say is, when you are day trading something, or when you have a swing position open, you don't have to have 100 altcoins in your portfolio. You can choose 1, 2, or 3 max and just focus on those ones, because they all have similar structures. Why would you go and buy 20 altcoins, okay, when they all have similar structures, especially if they have similar structures? Okay, just focus on, keep your portfolio manageable. I have a couple of swing positions open, but mostly spot bags. The one thing I wanted to highlight over here is I like to hammer on risk management, okay? Because often when I speak about scenarios like this, what I have seen is, oh yes, Dewald is absolutely bullish on AR. I'm going in 10x with my entire portfolio because it looks like momentum is going up. And then what happens is price does this. Okay, that little dump there to the downside can cost you your whole portfolio right over there. Okay, when price hits this box over here, so you can now play out the scenario. You are a crazy person that just blindly jumps into a trade here at 10x leverage. Guess what? If this puppy comes down for a retest and it just continues here to the upside, you out. Your account is liquidated. No more bull market money for you, okay? You need to go and grind at your 9 to 5 to go save up some cash, and maybe by the time you've saved up some cash, the move has already happened. You're out the market. So please don't, exercise good risk management. Don't go crazy with your leverage. Don't go in with your entire portfolio. I've shown everyone I'm in a 2x swing position here on AR. I'm not going crazy over here. I might increase my leverage based on my trading strategy if I see strength to the upside and I'm adding to my positions. That's a completely different ball game altogether. But I do see a lot of people getting wrecked using that strategy. Okay, so please don't be the person that sees WLD looks great, AR looks great, Flux looks great, and you just go all in with your portfolio at even 5x leverage. I mean, at 5x leverage, what is your liquidation? You need to go down by 25% or 20%. Can't remember, 20%, right? If you take that low, you're out. You're out if you even do a 5x leverage. So please be careful with leverage positions. Right, you might get lucky. You should go all in. I have seen it. People get lucky. They go in with all 10x and it does that. You get lucky, but you're gambling. You are not trading. You are gambling. You are taking massive risk. Okay, and this is not what this channel is about. It's always about the 3 W's. Where's your risk management? Why are you entering? Where are you planning to take profits? Don't just blindly enter a trade. If you have a plan to say that, okay, well, I've now missed, okay, I want to participate in this trade, but I have lost the load up zone box. You could say that I'm going 2x leverage, low swing position on weeks or on bluffing. You nibble a little bit. Price pumps, it comes back down for a retest. You nibble a little bit more. Okay, maybe price dips a little bit down, you nibble a little bit more, but you have a clear invalidation. Maybe your invalidation is below this low or this low, right? So you're nibbling small little bits, or you enter a little bit over here and price just leaves. At least you are in the trade. Okay, cool. What else? There she goes. Is BTC pumping again? There she goes. Woo. This looks bullish here to the upside, right? Just want to see something here. Oh, just tap the 0.618. I would expect a little bit of a reaction over here. Just tap the 1.6 or the 0.618 from a Fibonacci perspective. And then also, I just want to put this back on. 1.618. Yeah. Let's see if we get the reaction over here. But this looks like a third wave. Legends, this looks like a third wave here to the upside. I mean, the most amount of volume is usually in the third wave. So could this be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It's just going to leave the station. Definitely a possibility. Okay. What if we don't even get the 3-wave corrective structure here now? Okay. Maybe price continues to pump and we only get the corrective structure later on. I don't care. I'm going to wait for the corrective structure. I will not long this. I will not short this. I'm going to be patient and wait for the corrective structure. Regardless of how high it goes. Okay. Do we have some point of controls? Actually broke through this point of control. Nothing. The next area of resistance, if Bitcoin can hold this zone over here, this is the next area that I will be very interested in. 1.618, 786, point of control. There's a weekly level there as well. Okay, that could potentially be your rejection if you don't reject over here. It is also perfectly normal for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the 5th wave to overshoot, to break out. Okay, it looks bullish, it gets acceptance back below, bearish. Okay, this structure can turn bearish very quickly, although it looks massively bullish here at the moment. Yes, I think we are now also dipping into the liquidity at the moment. Okay, let's go and have a look at the liquidity heat map here. Just wait for that to load up. We're absolutely just eaten up the liquidity, and we just looks like we're flying here into higher prices at the moment. So yeah, what can I say? What can I say? Like 100. Likes 100. We have 100 likes here on the live stream. Nice, nice. Naughty Jojo. Should we open any trades now? Well, it depends on your trading strategy and how much risk you're willing to take open. I will not. On Bitcoin, there's no ways that I will long or short this. No ways. Okay, you have to wait for your retracements. This is where you make trading decisions, is in the retracements. That's where you make trading decisions. When price is pumping and you are entering into the pumps, you don't have a plan. You are FOMOing. You are going to lose your account. You are going to get liquidated. You might get lucky a couple of times, but you are going to lose your capital. Do not FOMO into pumps. Because I have seen people, they FOMO, price goes up, and they feel that they're on top of the world, and it rejects, goes back down. They lose all their profits and they don't have a stop loss and they liquidate their accounts. So please don't be that person. Right. So from a how can I say, from a altcoin perspective, okay, there's still some opportunities. Low leverage, preferably swing position, preferably spot positions. That's, I mean, spot positions is way better. Right. Cool. Dewald, please look at CVD. Let's go and have a look at CVD. Right. Ooh. Let me just refresh this. Yeah, I mean, there's just no bearishness in CVD at the moment. Okay. I mean, look at how, if I go on to the 15-minute time frame, it's just taking a while to load up. Okay, just wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. I mean, looking at CVD here on the larger time frame, you can just see how price was going sideways. Okay, how price is going sideways over here. Okay, and CVD absolutely just tanking, which shows you that there is massive absorption of shorts and smart money is still accumulating. They are still accumulating. So this could be a bullish structure that's building here to the upside. It could be a bullish structure. There's a good possibility that the low could be in. And like I've shown and told everyone, I am literally 50-50%. I'm on the fence with this scenario. Okay. When I look at Bitcoin over here, although we're getting a nice little pump to the upside, I also know that C waves love to end on high volume. They love it. They absolutely love it. Look at this C wave over here. Look at how it ended on high volume. Okay, C waves loves to do that. So if this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, it can even create that, because this could be a 1, 2, 1, 2. anyways, it rejects in this zone where you have a bullish structure in a C wave to the upside. It is this correction that's still going to be very interesting to me. Are we going down? I need the correction to show me the way. I need the correction, because if it's a 3-wave corrective structure, we're going up. If it's a 5-wave corrective structure, we're going down. Okay, and this might be looking very bullish here to the upside, but C waves, are 5-wave structures. They do look bullish. Okay, I do like the fact that volume is kicking in, but it can also be a sign of that the structure is coming to an end. Very interesting pivot over here. Very interesting. But I mean, legends, if the low is in, there's that's why I'm 50-50. If the low is in, this can be a bullish structure. No denying it. This is a very ugly corrective structure to end over here. It's very ugly, but it's a possibility because the price is here to surprise us. What if people are waiting for this? What if people are waiting for this and it doesn't come? They want that dump here to the downside before we go up, and they're waiting to buy over here, and price forces them to buy in at higher levels. That's also a possibility. So 50-50 for me. Either the low is in and we make impulses to the upside, or we go down. It literally for me is a 50-50% scenario over here. Right. Okay, cool. Right. So, I mean, at the moment, price is pumping. There's nothing I do. I do not FOMO into trades here to the upside. And looking at the structure, it could be coming to an end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the 5 can extend. We still have massive resistance to the upside. This is not a long for me. I want to see price chop and consolidate, because that gives me the information that I need to make a trading decision. Cool. Can you analyze ZIL? Bull spark? Yes, I can. Injective, please. Could you please have a look at carrot? Thank you. Can you? Okay, let's go and have a look at ZIL first. Right. Let's do 𝗖𝗍𝗃𝗃. I do have a spot bag of ZIL. It's in my blue list, so it's one that I bought recently. Okay, it's up 6%. It's not a pretty structure. Okay, look at this. You took the low, so I can't count this as a bullish 1, 2, 3. I can't. It's not a third wave. So what 𝗖𝗍𝗃𝗃 needs to do over here is it needs to form a new fresh 1, 2 here to the upside, which it looks like it's busy doing. So it could be that it's formed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It goes claim the high once again. Then it comes down. It can even go and claim this high. Doesn't really matter with this wave here to the upside. It then forms corrective structure to the downside, and then that wave, this wave is the crazy wave. That's the wave you want to be in. Okay. But I mean, yeah, it is finding upwards momentum. It's still building the first wave to the upside. This is why I have a spot position, because I'm patient with this one. It can still take a while to play out. Looking at this structure, very overlappy. I'm not going to even try and count this to the upside, but it does look impulsive. It looks impulsive. This looks corrective. And I mean, there's the trend. It's already broken out. I did have my alarm set. I added a little bit to my position or to my spot bags, and now I'm just enjoying the momentum here to the upside. Okay, so broke trend already. That was the probabilities for movement is this looks impulsive, this looks corrective, so it could be finding some more upwards momentum to at least come and claim the highs over here. I just want to check something on the log scale quick. Let's do this. Yeah, I mean, it has tapped to 0.618, which potentially invalidates a wave 4, but I have seen altcoins do that quite often. Highest amount of volume is in the high. It's not what you like to see. Yeah. Okay, so from a day, from a day trading perspective, what you would like, you missed the trade, right? And then if you zoom into the smaller time frames, you could have played the breakout maybe over here. Not pretty. 𝗬𝗂𝗃𝗍's trend lines is not pretty, but I mean, there was another breakout over there, right? With good risk management. If you miss the breakout over here. But I mean, this is why I have a small spot bag. I don't have a large position in 𝗬𝗂𝗃. It doesn't particularly look as attractive to me as AR, as Flux, as Say, as ICP. There are some altcoins which their structures looks better from a short-term perspective to go and play the third waves to the upside. I'm not saying 𝗬𝗂𝗃 can't get crazy over here. Definitely there's money to be made, but from a little bit medium to long-term, medium to short-term perspective, I am more heavily positioned on coins like AR where the structures looks better. Okay, but I mean, it's pumping at the moment. There's nothing to do. You know, if you have a strategy to FOMO into pumps, by all means, go and knock yourselves out. I don't have a strategy to FOMO into a pump over there. Right, I added a little bit to my spot bags over there. Okay, what else? What else? Bitcoin still pumping here to the upside. Dewald, does Doge look like it might get a fifth wave on a higher time frame? Let's go and have a look at Doge. Doge. Let's see. I have a spot bag of Doge. I have a spot bag of Myro, Doge. I have a spot bag of 3 meme coins. I think it's Myro, Doge, and I can't remember the other one. Let's see. This looks like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This definitely looks like a third wave here to the upside. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And yes, it could be, this could be the formation of the fourth wave. You want the fourth wave to be a little bit longer than just this, because if it's just going to shoot up here, it looks like it could still be part of the third wave. You want a longer consolidation. So if this is a 1, 2, 3, you want the fourth wave to consolidate a little bit longer for one more push to the upside. If it just continues from where it is right now, there's a high chance that it's just going to continue. Okay, it's still busy with the third wave. I just want to quickly see here from a trend-based FIB perspective, how high did Doge go? It's past the 1.618. It tapped the 50%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe one more high. Yes, it does look like, it does look like Doge can still find upwards momentum. It doesn't look like a finished 5-wave structure. Okay, it's just, I'm not going to go and do Elliott wave counts in detail over here, but I mean, just high level, what I see over here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if it just starts pumping, it could mean that the third wave is not finished. The third wave is still continuing here to the upside, because ideally you want to see a longer, you want to see a longer corrective structure in a fourth wave because of how long this one is. Okay. And usually in Elliott wave theory, it says that ideally your fourth wave should be at least the same length, if not longer, okay, than your second wave. So if it continues, it's most probably still the third wave to the upside. If it chops and it doesn't claim the high and it still goes here up and down, up and down, up and down, then you know, okay, I'm still expecting one more high and then I need to cash out. Okay, because you could be going down. Right, but that's basically what I see here on Doge, right? Doge has done some amazing things already. It definitely has the possibility to go and claim the all-time high here at 73 cents. It does have the potential, because fifth waves can also get punchy, right? Just want to see here on the 1 hour time frame. I know that Doge also trades well as a day trading coin. I have traded very successfully as a day trade coin. Okay, just want to take some stuff here out the way, clean this up. Oh, I mean, that's the breakout, right? That's the breakout you wanted to get into, to go and claim the high potentially. But I mean, you are hitting some resistance over here. So you would take your FIB from the high to the low, right? You can see exactly where you got the rejection is at the 0.618. That's where you got the rejection, at the 0.618. Right. What else? Your opinion on Injective. Injective. INJ. JUSDT. Let's see. Let's see here for the legends. And I know Dogecoin, guys, can be traded with Bluffin and Weeks down in the description. 𝗬𝗍𝗍𝗽. Gideon. I don't know if it's Gideon or Gideon. Dewald, I got back at 30. 0.3. Is that on Doge? Not sure. Is that on Doge? Okay, cool. Let's look at INJ over here. Let's go to the daily. Oh, this is really sexy. Okay, INJ looks really sexy. It has such a beautiful 5-wave structure to the upside. Beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Long correction. I just want to see something. Just want to take the brush out the way. I just want to see something from a timing perspective. Okay, I mean, if yeah, I mean the and the question is, where was this? The 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, it could have been building up numerous 1, 2s, but I'm not. Let's do this. Let's do this. Maybe that will be easier. I just need to find that low. Okay. There's the low. Sorry, legends. I just need to do this properly. Okay. There's the low. There's the high. Let's try again. There's the low. There's the high. Okay. That low, that's the only concerning thing. This low was made before the 0.382. This is what I don't like. I don't like, it's not an invalidation. It's just ideally when you have an impulse to the upside, okay, you want the low to be made after the 0.382, unless the bullish structure did not start from here, unless the bullish structure started from here in a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, so I mean, from a timing perspective, yeah, I would have liked to see the corrective structure take a little bit longer, but I mean, on the regular scale, it looks great. If you do have a spot bag from lower levels, okay, it does have a nice little 5-wave up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could potentially be the low for now, and it looks like it's, you know, local market structure has been changed. You're forming a higher high, you're forming higher lows, so it could be building up that momentum back to the upside to go and claim the highs once again. And I mean, from a target, a conservative target perspective, I will just take it from that low. Make sure that I'm on regular. Yes. Dare I even say that you could potentially be looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 117. Let's just call it a round number. $100 INJ. Nice little one over there. Hi Dewald, when wave 3 is extended, what are the probabilities that wave 5 is also extended? Very low. Okay, when you have an extended third wave, the probabilities for an extended fifth wave are very low. It's not impossible, it's just a very low probability. So from an education perspective, what you would like to see is usually when you see this 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, short third wave, but it's still longer than 1. That increases the probabilities for an extended fifth wave. Okay. But when you have 1, 2, 3, you then have a much higher probability for a smaller fifth wave. And usually your fifth waves are almost the same length, if not the same as your first wave. Okay. So, yeah. Especially if your third wave did not tap the 1.618. If it didn't tap the 0.618. So when you take a fib extension from the low to the high of 1 to the low of 2, if your third wave rejected here by the 1, 2 above, it has to be longer than at least than the it's not allowed to be the shortest wave, but if it's a little tiny wave that's here by the 1 to 1 extension, maybe even the 1.236, okay, if your third wave is in this zone and it didn't tap the 1.618, you do then have an increased probability for an extended fifth wave. But if you have a proper third wave that at least tapped the 1.618, okay, you do have a lower probability for an extended fifth wave, and it usually rejects there by the 2. So if you use the same measurement, the fifth wave usually rejects by the 2. So you have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and this is when I look at coins like Injective Protocol. I have often seen that when you have a 1, 2, 3, and it rejects over here and you go into a fourth wave, the fifth wave typically rejects in this area. Okay, and that's why I'm saying that for this target, I'm seeing around about $97 to $117. Okay, 102K, but price seems exhausted. Let me just take this out the way. Let's see, where's Bitcoin? It's still pumping. It's still pumping. Oof. No signs of weakness. No signs of weakness just as yet. Guys, if Bitcoin, I just have to play out a massively bullish scenario. If Bitcoin does not retrace from here and it just continues, if Bitcoin just continues to pump here without a decent retracement, then, okay, what if this was then 3, this was 4, this was 5, and this was the correction. This was 1, 2, and is now busy with the third wave here to the upside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You then have a 3-wave corrective structure. Okay, so the corrective structure is just going to take a while to play out. Then you continue momentum back to the upside. Because it's just absolutely insane over here, the amount of volume that's kicking in. But we still have a lot of resistance above. We have a weekly level that we have the 1.618. We have a naked point of control. There's still a lot that needs to happen. Let me just undo this. Put it exactly where it needs to be. Okay, well, what are the altcoins doing? Are they also pumping? Some of them are just standing still, and I bet you dominance is also pumping to the upside. Hence, we're not seeing a lot of action in some of our favorite altcoins. Yes, dominance is also pumping to the upside while Bitcoin is pumping, so the love is going with Bitcoin. Yes, a rising tide will raise all the ships, but you really want Bitcoin to pump and dominance to do this. When Bitcoin goes up and dominance falls down, that is the magic. That is the magic formula. Bitcoin needs to go up, dominance needs to go down. While Bitcoin is going up and dominance goes up, the altcoins will just go up slowly with Bitcoin. Okay. What else? I'm looking at the daily MACD for Bitcoin and it looks interesting. Do you ever use the MACD indicator? I used to, but no, I don't. I don't use the MACD indicator as part of my trading strategy. I don't need to. I've learned to trade without indicators. The only indicator that I use is CVD. And often I will even enter trades without looking at CVD. It's just part of my trading strategy. I have found that my trading strategy is way more successful when I only trade price action. As soon as you bring an indicator into the equation, it has to positively contribute towards your trading strategy. Okay, there are some trading strategies that I'm currently testing out, indicators, let me rather call it indicators, that you can apply together with your trading strategy. Okay, there's some interesting things that I'm testing out over here. I still need to go and do a lot of research, a lot of back testing, and I will introduce you guys to that once it's ready. Okay, and if I'm happy with it, I don't want to introduce you guys to an indicator that could potentially enhance your trading strategy if I'm not happy with it and if it doesn't work. So I am testing out new things all the time. Okay, I'm testing out some new things, and if this plays out and it positively contributes towards my trading strategy, I will introduce it to you guys. Definitely I will. I'm looking at, okay, I've gone through that. Awesome, thanks. That helps with the analysis of alts, what to expect on the upside, like XRP that had a very extended third wave. Yes. And yeah, XRP had a massively extended third wave. But I do also have to say, Mr. 𝗖𝗍𝗺𝗽, I also do have to say that altcoins, okay, I have seen altcoins that have extended first, third, and fifth waves. They can go absolutely bonkers, especially if they have low market caps, and they can be manipulated a lot quicker. Because, I mean, you know, if you have a low cap altcoin of $10 million and, you know, you have investors jumping in there with hundreds of millions of dollars, like some of the memes that gets launched, then it just, you know, it kills the Elliott wave theory basically, because you need a mature market for Elliott wave theory to be applied correctly. And some of the altcoins, especially with low market caps, you can see extended third and fifth waves. They just break all the rules, okay? And some of them don't even respect Elliott wave theory. They don't even, you know, they hit this 0.618, which is an invalidation for a fourth wave, and they still go and complete the fifth wave to the upside. So some alts, XRP, on the other hand, has a massive market cap. So very, very large market cap. Fetch. I haven't looked at Fetch in a while. Let's go and have a quick look at Fetch. I'm also curious to see what is happening on Mr. Fetch. There we go. Found it without searching. Also very, 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 very bullish on Fetch. I do have a spot bag of Fetch. I like the 5-wave structure here to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which could potentially be that 1, 2, and it's now going to create its third and you know, its third wave here to the upside. Can take that out the way. Just want to clean it up here quickly from the low to the high. Just some rough targets over here. Okay, it just depends on how crazy is this bull market going to be, right? How crazy is it going to be? But for Fetch, based on this structure, high or low, we could get a nice little $6 to $7, okay, Fetch by the end of the cycle. But just remember, I'm always sharing conservative targets. Just remember, you might be looking at this and say, yo, wow, this looks amazing, okay? But I know when price gets there, that's where the greed comes in. No, it's going higher. I have seen it, okay? A lot of people, they look at these targets and price is here at the moment and they're like, wow, that would be a dream come true if I enter here and price actually hits this level. And then when price gets there, people don't want to take profits because they believe it's going higher. Okay, so please, you need to have a plan and stick to your plan, right? If your plan could be that you're taking 60% of your profits and you leave a moon bag open for higher levels. Because what if it goes into a 4, makes a final high, and we go back into a bear market, right? You just have to consider that. But then there's also the possibility that this third wave can just, like XRP, like you've just mentioned, XRP can just skyrocket here to the upside, but it's not guaranteed. Please, guys, it's not guaranteed. You need to pay yourself. So Fetch looks really great. Fetch looks good. I do have a spot bag, so I'm happy about the spot bag that I have. I'm not sure if I have a Fetch swing trade open. I don't think so. But I mean, it's also here on the smaller time frame. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, this is the trend. I was waiting for the breakout. It got the breakout. Beautiful breakout. That's where you wanted to enter. You had such a beautiful stop loss. Okay, whether you put it there or whether you put it there, I mean, it broke the trend. It just never came back. It just, okay. And then on the smaller time frames, you must probably had some breakouts over there as well. So Fetch looks great. Okay, it looks like it could potentially continue momentum here to the upside, but you know, just be careful, it could come down and correct and then continue. So please don't FOMO into trades. It is hitting resistance at the moment. Yeah, I'm still expecting a little bit higher, at least a 50% or 618. Okay, it looks like it still needs to go a little bit more up over here. But from a spot perspective, from a daily perspective, Fetch for me looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing. I remember when Fetch was pumping over here. Okay, I didn't have any Fetch. When Fetch did this over here, I was just like, oh man, you know, it's the AI ecosystem. Everyone was just AI. Wherever you read was AI. And Fetch was one of those leading AI tokens, okay, that just had a massive pump here to the upside. And I was just like, I missed it. I regret not having it in my spot bags. I do have render in my spot bags, okay. And then when I saw this and it came back down, okay, this is where I bought. I was just like, I'm not going to miss this opportunity again, because when it forms a higher low over here, I can now use this structure to calculate, well, where can this third wave go potentially, right? Because you have a bullish structure to the left, and this could be really bullish here to the upside. Right, and remember, Fetch can be traded. Legends, remember, down in the description, Bluffin, where you only need an email and a password, and they have that competition running, and weeks, 20k sign-up bonus, and 0% make a fee and 0.04% take a fee, only by using the links down in the description. And all you need is an email and a password to sign up. And Fetch can be traded on those exchanges. Two of my favorite exchanges that I use currently, okay, where I have most of my swing positions open. Okay, cool, legends. I have unfortunately run out of time. Hi Dewald, would love to get your take on Phantom. Okay, let's do, how about we do two more alts? Huh? How about we do two more alts here? Right, let's do FTM. Quickly, okay. Be brief, be bright, be gone. FTM looks great. It has made... Just want to see something, yeah. Mr. Phantom. This could be a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. This could be epic for Mr. Phantom over here. What if this is a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2? This could get really crazy here for the price of Phantom. Okay. But purely just looking at this structure over here, just want to see something. Okay, I've already measured that out. Just want to go back to regular. So it has not tapped the 50% fib level just as yet. Yeah, it's tapped the... So, I mean, look, and this is the difference between regular and logarithmic, okay? So most people will count this as a 1, 2, and we have now gone into a third wave. Perfectly normal. Some high volume over there. I would expect this to continue. It looks more likely to be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and it's just going to leave the station over here. It looks good, right? But regardless, you're still expecting the high to be claimed over here. So whether this is a 1-1-1-2 that's building up, or whether this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it claims the high and then it falls down, you're still expecting at least the high to be claimed over there. It doesn't have a pretty structure to analyze. So okay, $2 Phantom, definitely I think that's a possibility. If the bull market stays intact and Bitcoin plays ball, we go into alt season, everything starts rampaging to the upside. definitely a possibility, okay, for a $2.3 phantom. Definitely a possibility. The structure does look bullish. You are still forming higher lows, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher high, higher high. It looks like the momentum is up and the trend is your friend until the end, so it's still in your best interest to look for longs here to the upside. On the 8-hour time frame, let's see if we can spot anything over here. Let's go into the 4-hour. Yeah, not a beautiful trend, right? It's just very steep. I would like a better trend to form over here. I would like to see this and then a breakout. I would just like a better trend. This doesn't make any sense. Okay. Nonetheless, it still looks like it's most volume is to the upside, so the impulse is here to the upside. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Most of your volume is to the upside, and you have less volume to the downside. Increased volume to the upside, less volume to the downside is usually a bullish sign. So you want to buy up the dips, expecting the high to be claimed and going to higher levels. Right, which was the other one? Phantom. And someone asked for, which one was it? Atom, Render, ADA, right? That's the one. Irene, ADA, that's the one. ADA. I mean, ADA has already done amazing things, right? ADA has done some pretty amazing things here to the upside. Could this be the 4? So going to the 8-hour time frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You claim the high, you fall down, or this is still part of the third wave because, okay, it's this correction is incredibly long. Look at the length of this correction compared to that. What is that? If price continues here to the upside, it's still part of the third wave. I'm just going to move this up. Okay, but I'm still expecting the high to at least be claimed once more. But the altcoins, I just want to make something very clear over here, okay? If I go here onto the daily time frame and I look at ADA, I'm not saying that ADA can't go up much higher. I'm not saying that at all, okay? When you look at this structure, 1, 2, and it's now, it's taken the highs over there already. For me, you should already be in. You should have bought here, okay? Because when I look at AR, this is why I'm more bullish on AR, okay? I am looking at tokens that has not taken the high yet. ADA is here. 1, 2, 3, and it's now busy with a correction. So ADA is there. It's much better for me to look at tokens that have not claimed the high because I can still benefit from this entire move to the upside. So when I look at ADA, okay, AR is there. AR is there. ADA is already pumped to the upside. I'm not saying it can't do that. All I'm saying is from a risk perspective, you're exposing yourself to a lot more risk by buying over here, okay, than buying a token like Flux, like ICP, like AR, yeah, I think those are the ones, and well, many other more, okay? You're not exposing yourself to a lot of risk buying over here. But buying tokens over here like KDA, ADA, some of the altcoins, Dogecoin, XRP, they have already pumped a majority here to the upside. I would rather buy coins that's still here so I can benefit from this momentum to the upside. So I'm not saying that I'm bearish on ADA. I'm just saying that if you do not have ADA in your spot bag, and if you did not buy ADA over here, right, you are exposing yourself to a lot more risk, because what if it corrects and then it goes back up? Then you're going to be underwater, right? Deep underwater. Cool. Dewald, is ETH now in a third wave? I have done technical analysis on ETH a little bit further down in the live stream, so you can go and have a look at Ethereum. Hey Dewald, please cover Flux last before you go. I have already covered Flux. Okay, just go rewind in the live stream. I have covered Flux. I promise you. I've covered Flux, ICP, AR, WLD. I have covered many altcoins, right? So you guys are joining a little bit late. So I have covered those. I have also covered ETH in from an Elliott wave perspective. So go check it out. Right, yes, but ETH is, for me, inside of its macro third wave. I do believe that ETH is inside of its macro third wave. Okay, right, legends, I've unfortunately run out of time. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Smash up the like on your way out. Remember the exchanges that I use where you benefit from the biggest deals. Links down in the description. And until the next one, cheers for now.